Yeah, question 8, page 264, completely horrific. Here we go. It says a cyclist travels 100 kilometres from her home to a seaside town. Let's draw a little picture before we get stuck. So home, seaside. From there to there, we have the distance equals 100 kilometres. Surely not. That's quite 100 kilometres, that's going some, isn't it? Anyway, I'll just get a bus. Or don't go. Right, so the distance is 100 kilometres from her home to the seaside. The next day, she then cycles back home. The next day, wow. Okay, so that's going. Now we're going to come home. And that's the distance is still going to be 100 kilometres. Alright, just setting up the story. So, on the way there, her speed is 5 kilometres quicker than on her way back. So on her way back, her speed is, say, like s kilometres per hour, and on the way there it's going to be 5 kilometres per hour more, so s plus 5 kilometres per hour. Alright, so on the way there she's going s plus 5, on the way back she's doing her standard speed. She must be tired, that's why she's going slower. There is a difference of 1 hour between the time to travel there and the time to travel back. In other words, it takes her longer to get back by 1 hour. So we'll worry about that in a minute. So let's have a look. We got time here is t hours. Yep. And here the time is going to be t plus 1 hours. Is that alright? Because it takes her longer to get back. She's going slower and it takes her longer. It makes sense, doesn't it? Alright? So let's just recap so far. She's going from home to seaside, 100 kilometres. She's going s plus 5 kilometres per hour. It will take her t hours, whatever the time's going to be. On the way back, it's still a 100 kilometre journey because she's going back home. She's going at a slower speed of just s, not s plus 5, and therefore she's going to take longer, t plus 1 hour. So that's the picture set up. Now the question kicks in. Write down expressions for the time taken for each journey. Okay then, so I want to go from home to seaside. Now, speed equals distance over time, just to let you know that. Speed equals distance over time, therefore time equals distance divided by speed. Alright, so that's simple knowledge. So, distance there on the way there is going to be 100 divided by the speed of s plus 5. And of course the time taken was t. Alright? Now we're going to go the other way, from seaside to home. And here the time is t plus 1 equals the distance, 100, all over the speed, which is 5. Sorry, not 5, s. Now, I hate questions like this where s's and 5's are used together because they can be really difficult to see. So that is an s, kilometres per hour. Okay, that's A done. Use these to form an equation for the time taken. Oh, lovely. I've got to form an equation somehow for the time taken. Solve this equation, etc. Solve this equation to find the cyclist's speed both on the way there and on the way back. Okay, let's have a look. So I've got that and that. So if I look at this one here, that's okay. If I rearrange this one, I've got time equals 100 all over speed minus 1. I think that's what I've got there. Yeah. Therefore, I've got equations with t equals 100 over s plus 5 and t equals 100 over s minus 1. Therefore, these two equations are now equal. This time equals that time. Therefore, I've got myself a tricky little equation to have to work with. That's s plus 5. That equals 100 divided by s, not plus 1, minus 1, isn't it? Minus 1, okay? So I've now got to solve for s. Now, remind me, that is an s and that is a 5, okay? Looks very, very similar to me. Well, I'm scared of it already. Right, need a common denominator on this side. So 100 all over s plus 5. Look at me trying to be careful. Common denominator will be s. So 100 has already got his division by s. Minus 1, that'll be minus s, won't it? Because if I divide minus 1 by s, I must multiply the top by s as well. So that's that. And we can now cross multiply to get everything over to one side. So let's just take a look. S times 100. Right, I've suddenly glitched now. 100 s's equals s plus 5 multiplied by 100 minus s. That is an s, that is an s, and that is a 5. Please help me. Right, so 100 s's equals, just multiply out, s times 100, 100 s. S times minus s is minus s squared. 5 times 100 will be plus 500. And 5 times minus s will be minus 5 s's. Straight away, let me just get rid of the 100 s's from each side because they cancel. And I want to bring my minus s's to this side, and we'll do a quick factorisation. In fact, let me just rewrite the equation quickly in yellow and just carry on. I really want it to stay on one page. Let me work over here then. So if I bring the minus s over, I've got the minus s squared. I've got s squared minus 500, and the minus 5s becomes plus 5s. Plus 5s, that now equals to 0. Let's just work right here. I hope to fit in nicely. So I've got s squared plus 5s minus 500 equals 0. Just rearranged it slightly to get it in the form of, squared, regular, and the number. Now this is quite easy to factorise. Look at it very carefully. Well, s times s makes s squared. Now, two factors of 500 that give me a difference of 5. Well, I thought about this one because two 25s make 50, so 20 times 25 will give me 500. That's completely correct. 20 and 25 give me 500, and look, this difference of 5 to get 5 s's. Now that's got to be positive, and that's got to be negative, because minus 20 times s is going to be minus 20s, and s times 25 will be plus 25 s's, and that will give me a difference of positive 5 s's. So therefore I can now solve it. Now I've got s minus 20 is 0, therefore s does equal 20, what's this, kilometers per hour, isn't it? Now I want to ignore this one because I've got s will be minus 25 kilometers per hour, so I'm going to ignore this one. Write the word ignore right here. So therefore the speed on the way back is s, which is 20 kilometers per hour, and the speed on the way there is s plus 5. Therefore s plus 5 is going to be 20 plus 5, which equals 25 kilometers per hour. So, okay, just to reiterate, the speed going there will be s plus 5, which is 20 plus 5, hence 25 kilometers per hour, and the speed on the way home is a little bit slower, will just be the s on its own, which is 20 kilometers per hour. Very horrific. If I'd spaced it out better, you would have felt better about that. Hopefully you can see what's going on here, and my face is not really in the way. I hope it's not. So that's that. Very, very tricky indeed. The wording was difficult, especially this t plus 1 business. Really, really strange. Anyway, A star. Do with it what you will. Study it. Try and get A star if you can. And I'll catch you later.